everybody, Chad here, and I help people with wealth, health, and prosperity. And today we're going to talk about something really special. Today we're going to talk about the number one thing, probably the most important thing that I learned from being mentored by Bob Proctor. So this is the best takeaway that I learned from him, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get rocking and rolling. So, what did I learn from Bob Proctor? What's the greatest thing? What's the greatest takeaway that really helped my life? And I'm going to repeat a phrase that Bob Proctor always stated, okay? Like in his seminars, something he stated to me personally. So what is this phrase? And it goes something like this. If I want to be free, I got to be me. Not the me my wife wants me to be. Not the me my kids want me to be. If I want to be free, I got to be me. And I want to be free. And those words spoke was almost like thunder in my life when I really kind of started to digest what he was really meaning when he would say this. And he would say this in practically all his seminars at one point or another. And he would discuss it at one point or another, go in depth a little bit. I'm going to repeat it to you. And I want you to repeat it to yourself. Okay? If I want to be free, I gotta be me. Not the me my wife wants me to be. Not the me my husband wants me to be. Not the me my kids want me to be. Not the me my parents want me to be. Not the me my mom wants me to be. Not the me my sister wants me to be. Not the me my best friend wants me to be. But if I want to be free, I gotta be me. And I want to be free. Okay, now I extended it a little bit to kind of give it a little bit more, maybe to give you a little bit more ideas how to make it more part of you. Okay, but what do I really mean? If I want to be free, I got to be me. See, you want to be you. You want to be the authentic you. Okay, lots of times in life, what starts happening is we're not really doing what we really want to do. Okay, maybe you're young, so it's more of a reflection of your parents. You're always doing what your parents want you to do. Even when you're out of high school and to college, you're always kind of being guided by your parents, of course. So you're always doing what other people really want you to do, but not yourself. That's what I mean by the authentic you. Most of us are not being our authentic self. We're really doing what other people want us to do. I mean, how does this relate to law of attraction? Because Bob Proctor was a law of attraction guru. Okay, that's all he talked about was law of attraction and helping other people get what they want. Okay, so why would he say this? And the main example I want to give you is if you're married, okay, if you're in a relationship with another person, okay, this is the best example. And even if you're not married, listen up. Or even if you're not in a serious relationship, listen up. Lots of times what we end up doing, we're not our authentic self. Okay? Then when we talk about law of attraction, we talk about what we want. Okay? What ends up happening is we tend to, if someone asks you what you want, we tend to answer that question, what our significant other wants. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. Okay, if now I remember in the past, my ex, she's my ex now, but my ex, always wanted an SUV. Now she drove an SUV. She drove a Honda CRV, but she wanted, I forget what SUV she really wanted. Now, kind of doing this video, but the SUV she wanted was probably. The base was probably $80,000 to $100,000. Okay, so when people would ask me what I wanted or what type of car I wanted, I fell in that habit where I would repeat the car that she wanted, the SUV that she wanted, but it's not really what I wanted. You get me here? You get what I'm saying here? So what happens is, this is why kind of what messes up law of attraction, what messes up a little bit the laws of the universe, manifesting. If you want to know like why manifesting isn't working for you, okay, this could be a culprit. Okay, maybe you're repeating something that you want, Okay, but it's really what your significant other wants, but it's not really what you want. Okay, remember, you can fool other people, but you can't fool the universe. You can't fool God. Okay, you can lie to other people. If someone asks you, hey, what do you want? And you can tell me, oh, I want this SUV or the Grand Cherokee. But really, in reality, you really want a Porsche. You know what I mean? You're over here, you want a Porsche, but your significant other wants an SUV. So what happens? You start leaning over to, oh, I guess the SUV I'll settle for it, SUV. But you really want a Grand Cherokee. You really want a Porsche over here. Okay, so deep down in your thoughts, this is true. Deep down in your thoughts, in your gut knows it's true. Okay, so when people ask you what you want, you say, well, I want this SUV over here. Okay, so what ends up happening, you don't manifest either one because the SUV is not what you really want in the first place. And the Porsche over here is what you really want, but you're not putting your energy towards it. So lots of times you're not really getting either one because it creates confusion. And how does it create confusion in your mind? You might sit there and say, well, I'm not confused, Chad. But it confuses the universe because you're repeating something. See, what happens is you're repeating something that you think you want, but you really don't want. You really want this over here, but you're repeating what you don't want over here. You get what I'm saying? That's what causes confusion. That's why sometimes when it comes together, you don't get either or. Then we sit back and say, well, law of attraction don't work. This manifesting stuff don't work because what's happening is you're not saying what you really want. You're not being the authentic you. Okay. And this trap really people fall into when they're in relationships. Okay. Now you could be younger where your parents are a little bit controlling. Your parents just want you to have a good life, so they want to guide you and lead you and stuff like that. But it's not what you really want. So you're not being the authentic you. Okay. Now, if you're a little bit older or you're married and you're in a relationship, it's easy to fall into. We just repeat to ourselves what our significant other wants, but it's not what we really want. Okay. And I'm going to repeat the phrase again. If I want to be free, I got to be me. Not to me my wife wants me to be. Not to me my kids want me to be. But if I want to be free, I got to be me. And I want to be free. It's about being the authentic you. It's about doing what you want to do. Okay? The more you kind of hone into this energy, the more you're doing what you truly want to do, the better law of attraction, the better manifesting, the better the law of assumption will work for you, instead of repeating what somebody else wants. So I'll leave you one more time. If I want to be free, I gotta be me. Not to me my wife wants me to be. Not to me my kids want me to be. If I want to be free, I gotta be me. And I want to be free, baby. Repeat that to yourself. Ponder this. Take this with you throughout the day. Not just one day, but maybe you take a whole week and just repeat it to yourself over and over and over until you finally get it, until it finally unlocks something in you. Other than that, my friends, blessings to you, and I'll see you in the next video.